Good morning, students. Welcome back to our channel. Yesterday we were discussing about present continuous tense. In this today's video, we are discussing about present perfect tense. Okay. Before going to that, let's discuss some examples of present continuous tense. Then move to the present perfect tense. Okay. Examples: You are learning English now. You are not swimming now. Are you sleeping? I am sitting. I am not standing. Is he sitting or standing? They are reading their books. They are not watching television. What are you doing? What aren't you doing? What aren't you doing your homework? Right? So these all the sentences which I shared with you, they are all with a correct structure of present continuous tense. You can make sure once again. Okay, so let's go to the next tense, that is present perfect tense. Okay, so let's learn why present perfect tense. What is this present perfect tense? This tense deals with the actions which has just been completed, or an action has finished at the moment of speaking. It means by reading this statement, what we can understand? We can understand present perfect tense deals with the completed actions, but completed action, and the result of that completed action is still there in the present, right? So why do we use present perfect tense, right? You can see here we use present perfect tense to show a finished action. It means the past, action has started in the past and it's completed in the present. See here, she has lost her wallet. She cannot find it. Then recent completed actions, as I told you, right? I have just finished my project. Then unfinished action, duration from past till now. See, we can express an action which has started in the past and still it's continuing like that. How can we express that? I have lived in Paris for 5 years. I have lived in the Paris 5 years. It means you started living in the Paris for in the past only. Still you are there in the Paris only. Okay, still no, that action is not completed. Multiple actions are at different times, right? So how can we express that? I have seen David. I have seen David, see, for several times. Then life experiences also we can express with the help of present perfect tense. How can we, right? Have you ever eaten sushi before? Have you ever eaten? Right? That's the experience. Then accomplishment, achievement. That man has walked on the moon. Then changes over time. I have become more interested in the medical issues. Right? I hope you are clear with all the use of present perfect tense. Okay, let's go to some how can let's go to learn how to change assertive sentence into negative sentence into interrogative sentence. Okay, let's begin. Note number 1: we can frame all kinds of sentences using present perfect tense. All kind of means assertive, negative, interrogative, not exclamatory. Yes, assertive sentence, how can we make? We use have or has. Have for I, you, we, they, and has for he, she, it. We use these are the helping verbs as helping verbs. Then syntax. What is the syntax? What is the structure of framing an assertive sentence? Right? What should be there at the beginning? There should be subject and the next helping verbs. Helping verbs are have or has. Then main verb. Sorry, that should be in verb form 3. Verb form 3. I have mistyped it here. Verb form 3 means what? Present past participle one, right? Then object. Please make a correction to this, right? V3, that is not V4. Okay, an example: I have taught English grammar for class 8. Then negative sentence. Using not with assertive sentence, we can change the sentence into negative form by using not in the sentence. Which sentence? Assertive sentence. We can transform the same sentence into negative one. How can we make? Let's see the syntax first. Subject, then have or has, then we must use not. No, not, then main verb must be in verb form 3. Here also there is a mistake before I have typed. Please make a correction to that. Then object. For example, I have not taught English grammar for class 8. Example for assertive sentences: I have taught English grammar for class 8. You can see subject I, helping verb have, then verb form 3 taught, then object English grammar for class 8. Then here also you can see subject I, have is a helping verb, not to frame a negative sentence, then taught verb form 3, then English grammar for class 8 as a object. Okay, let's go to the next one, that is interrogative sentence. By starting a sentence with helping verbs, we can frame interrogative sentence. How? Interrogative sentence means what? Questioning type 1. Questioning type 1 means what? Yes or no type questions. Okay, so what is the syntax of that, or what is the structure of that? The structure is helping verb. Which are the helping verbs? First one is have, second one is has, then subject, then main verb form 3, then object. Yes, here is an example: have I taught English grammar for class 8? Right? Every interrogative sentence or a questioning sentence must end with the interrogation mark or a question mark. Right? I hope you are clear with all these kinds of sentences, and the way we have to use present perfect tense and what is present perfect tense. Right? So I want you to write down these all slides in your notebook, and focus on your studies. At least you pay your 2 hours or 3 hours, if possible at least 1.5 hour for your studies. Yes. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Yes.